Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5:30, it's Sunday night. That can mean only one thing. You've joined us here at Planet Ice Bretton because Sunday night is hockey night for this NIHL National Division clash between our visitors, the Bristol Pitbulls, and the home side, our Wendy's Peterborough Phantoms. My name's Alan Storer. I'll be calling the game for you alongside, well, me. So please bear with me. So Lackinen sets one up, and that's rattled in, that's flipping about the place. Lackinen dumps it into the corner where Cam Huff will collect. Lackinen receives it back, Lawrence is lurking, fires one in, goal! 1 minute and 42 seconds. A power play goal from number 14, Dylan Lawrence, the league's top power play scorer, at least he was last time I checked stats. So Lackinen waits, delays a pass, and Lawrence, as we've seen so many times this season, from the face-off circle, practically on the dot. And Bricknell's on 42 goals for the season, 45 assists. Shot comes in again, and another one, and that trickles over the line. Think that will be Lipsy. So the perfect response from Bristol, scored on 2:34. That's an even strength goal, and just what Phantoms didn't want to happen, but the perfect riposte from the visitors. So the face-off is won, the rebound is given up, and that's poked through the 5-hole, through the crease. Tanner Butler winds up. Patient build-up from the Pitbulls, and Butler fires and scores. A power play goal from the visitors. Number 24, Tanner Butler, the assistant captain. Let's take a look. Comes plays from behind at the face-off circle. Butler's in acres of space. So time of the goal, 5:22 from last night. Although don't be fooled by the somewhat lowly league position. The Pitbulls have shown they're capable of taking big scalps. They've already beaten the Sheffield Steel Dogs at least once this season. Clark Pizzo finds it. Sasenis shoots. Thomas goes in. Clark Pizzo follows up on the rebound. It's all square. Time of the goal, 5:49. An even-handed goal. Just as the rink announcer was giving the details of the Pitbulls' second. So the Pitbulls' second goal, scored by Tanner Butler, assisted by John Dunbar for his second apple of the night. Delay of game. That comes out to Lackinen. Lackinen has a look. That rarest of things, a Yanni Lackinen shot. Ferrara winds one up. John Dunbar throws himself in front of the puck. Seems to be in some discomfort. Brave play from Dunbar. And Norton cycling through. We know what Norton can do from that distance, but instead it's Ferrara. Lawrence! Second power play goal of the night. An almost mirror image of the first. Time of that goal, 8:56. Take a look at the replay. So Ferrara has it, looks up. Lawrence is given the freedom of the city of Peterborough, all the space in the world, and rips one past Harry Thomas. And to be fair, the young netminder hasn't done that much wrong so far tonight. And Lackinen just takes a moment, stretch pass, finds Ferrara. Huff! The cage was gaping. Hamill initially dispossessed by Clark Pizzo, but does well to get it back. Fires a slightly wayward shot in. Clark Pizzo sits his man down. Sorry, Joe, we love you really. And there is aforementioned Joe Gretton. Clearance doesn't quite make its way through. Tanner Butler is through and clear. So Huff loses out in the face-off to Lipsy. He's rescued by Tom Norton. Jake Bricknell charges the corner, fires one in. He's paddled away by Levine, and that eventually comes out. It comes to McGill, fires one in. Levine can't get the initial save. Tries to make good on the rebound, and that comes clear. Butler and Gretton have a little to do. John Dunbar with a close range save. Great glove stop from Hayden Levine. Huff has the puck behind the net. Cycles out. Norton fires one in. Lawrence tries to go for the mini spinorama backhand thing. But now Cam Hamill is free and clear. Fires one into the pads. But there is a hand up. It's going to be a delayed penalty. So the Phantoms penalty kill unit are out. They've conceded one power play goal already tonight. Tom Norton gives it the big heave-ho. Harry Thomas loses an edge. I'm going to be generous. Josh Batch collects the little layoff from Bricknell, who is in plenty of space. Levine tracking the puck behind, moving across the goal. And it's in the back of the net. 39 seconds remaining on the penalty. So on 1 minute and 22 of the second period. And I have a horrible feeling that may have come off a phantom stick. Either way, it's 21-22. Let's take a look from behind. No, that was Josh Batch. Lawrence finds Lackinen. Lackinen finds Ferrara. Back to Lackinen. Patient build-up, fired in through traffic. I think, and again, there's more dad dancing up on the gallery. Oof. It's not a pretty sight for viewers. Clark Pizzo rifles one in. Goal, Phantoms. Third power play goal of the evening. Timed at 27:06. Let's take a look at the replay. So Thorpe to Clark Pizzo, who rifles one in. So Billy Thorpe will have the primary assist. And there we see it now. Through the smallest of gaps. Looks to pass up. Does so on the second attempt. Winds up, tries to go around Tom Norton, who has his pocket picked by Liam Morris. Sure. Quick change of personnel. So it's Massey, Sari and Glossop. Levine covers the ground between the posts. Thorpe and Venskatonis form the defensive core. Ripples the side netting from that Ferrara shot. Yeah, I thought it was gone into. Thorpe fires it in. Lawrence looks for the tip and then can't quite figure out where it's gone. Bricknell will chase that down. Thorpe will get there first, but that will only come as far as Lipsey. Jake Price fires that one in, and Levine's going to have to move. Dunbar is down in the crease. We hope he's okay. Finds his defensive partner, who wayward pass to Ferrara. The pass back to Lackinen just evades the Finn. Now there will be a penalty coming, and these referees are going to have very, very tight arms by the length of this. So Clark Pizzo just makes their life a little bit more difficult. Lipsey takes a tumble as well. You know you're a threat when the opposition are putting three players on you. But the pass comes through. Double save from Levine initially with a leg. Ferrara takes the time, finds Lackinen. Lackinen with a lovely reverse pass to Nois Venskatonis. As the D-man is so high up the ice, he's going to get a nosebleed soon. Ferrara to Lackinen. Goal, Cam Huff! Thomas is turned inside out, and Cam Huff scores his 54th goal of the season. 38-31 on the clock. Let's see that, if we see that from behind the net. There you go. So Huff drifts into the slot. Delicate cross from Lackinen. Finds Gretton. Sorry, doesn't quite get everything on that. Now John Dunbar will chase that in. Collides mid-ice with Billy Thorpe. Tries to go around. But now Ferrara is loose. He's got Butler all over him. Somehow the officials conspire to give nothing. Not quite sure how. And Huff scores at the second time of asking. Just 35 seconds into the period. So the time of that goal is 40-35. It's an even strength goal. Scored by 29, Cam Huff. His 55th of the season. So Thomas makes a good initial save, but is powerless to stop the big Canadian getting a second. So that initial save with the toe. Norton finds Sari. Sari goes backwards. He's got Thorpe outside. Norton lurking on the blue line. Ferrara fires one and it trickles through Harry Thomas's 5-hole. Unfortunate, that one. He will definitely want that back. Gets a somewhat disconsolate figure as he looks back to the bench. So 42-20 for Ferrara's first goal of the evening. Cuts in from range. Thomas gets something to it, just unfortunately not enough. Actually, no, not through the 5-hole. I think that went under his armpit. So that could put a dent in Solway's playoff ambitions. It's a shame for them after a 5-3 win against Leeds last night. Lawrence finds Ferrara. Ferrara finds Lawrence. Lawrence finds the back of the boards. Bryceland. Padlek for the Pitbulls. Sesenis launches one in. Saved by Thomas, but a diving shot from Dylan Lawrence. That's Lawrence's hat-trick. And that rest thing's an even strength goal from Dylan Lawrence. Let's see. So Sesenis fires one in. Lawrence goes one way, goes the other way. As he's hitting the deck, he manages to stretch out those ridiculously long arms of his. Goes one way, goes the other. That is just absolutely filthy. The hat-trick goal, scored by Dylan Lawrence, assisted by number 13, Morgan Clark-Pizzo. And ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing Phantoms history. This is the first time this season that we've gone with a backup netminder. It's behind him, finds puck, but that does come out on the end of, I think it's Bryceland's stick. Ragan introduces Barney Surrey to the Pitbulls bench. Poole delays, and that's a shot from Padlek. Save from Will Bray. Comes out over the PA. It's always risky business playing that. Clark-Pizzo shrugs off the attentions of several Pitbulls. Billy Thorpe goes to the edge of the crease. Clark-Pizzo has it back, but no. Thorpe, Clark-Pizzo turns, neat shot, just wide of the post. This pass only finds Robertson, and now Robertson turns Gretton inside out. He's got Thorpe. Great poke check from Billy Thorpe, denying the on-rushing Callie Robertson. Cam Huff's job will be to make sure he wins the draw. But that doesn't. It comes backside the Pitbulls. But Sesenis makes enough of a nuisance of himself. So that wide shot comes through. McGill fires one in. That goes wide. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. Finishes Phantoms 8. Pitbulls 3. Technically, that's a shutout for Will Bray. And so that is the first time that Levine has been pulled. But do you know what? He will not mind.